Welcome back. University of the Pacific is celebrating Black History Month with a series of planned events highlighting the varying voices in the arts, social movements, politics, and much more. And this morning we're joined now by Randall Ogans. He's the executive producer of these events at the university. And really, this is just a stacked card no matter which way. I know you've been doing this for quite some time.
Yes.
But there's a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds, lines of professions. How much do you enjoy putting this kind of speaker series together?
I think we really enjoy it, right? Because I think the way that we look at it is that every story we get to tell every single time, it highlights and talks about the important role that Black people have played in our culture, in our history. And so we get an opportunity to see all the different contributions that they've made over the years in all different segments. And
again, this is, it's a speaker series, but this is really for people of all ages.
It is. It's people from all ages. All the events are free, open to the public. We have a few of the events that are actually ticketed events, but overall, we welcome everybody to come. We've even had to move one of the events, which we'll get into a little bit later, to make sure that we can accommodate more people being able to attend.
Okay, so speaking of which, there is a Breaking Bad connection here.
That's correct.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about who's showing up.
Yeah, so we have Giancarlo Esposito, who's basically going to be our biggest signature event happening.
Yeah.
That'll happen on, we've kind of continued the month, so we're actually going to have it on March 3rd instead.
Okay.
And we've moved it from the Faith Spanos Concert Hall to the Alex G. Spanos Arena at the university, so we can accommodate more people. It's free and open to the public, and it should be an amazing event. For those of you who don't know Giancarlo Esposito, he's been in Breaking Bad. You may not be familiar, but he's also going to be in the new Captain America movie starring as Sidewinder.
That's right.
And that comes out next Friday.
Well, what is he planning on speaking on?
He's going to talk about what it's been like to be an actor, transition through his life, as well as talking about how his contributions to the community and loving the work that you do, and how if you can make a career out of that while also highlighting him being biracial, contributions to the university, how you use all of those things to your benefit to make an improvement in the world.
You've been doing this now for 20 years.
Yes.
When you look back, what are some of your favorite moments as far as just being a part of this?
I think the biggest thing is that the committee is made up of faculty, staff, students, alumni, community people, and all of the different impacts that it has. So when you see everybody's faces, the impact that it has on them, how they feel like such a part of the experiences, and how they just really enjoy the experiences, and being able to provide a wide range of things for people to contribute. Even later this month, we've also got Lisa Lovett coming to talk. So right. Lisa's actually going to be on 24th. She's going to talk about, she's a spoken word storyteller. She has a very popular podcast called Seasons Dialogue that everybody checks out. I think she's got roughly over 1 million followers, but she's going to be amazing as well.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Do you folks have an event coming up tonight as well?
Actually, it's this afternoon. This afternoon, we're doing a kickoff. It's going to be in the DeVoso University Center from 12 to 1. People who are in the community are welcome to come. There should be a lot of fun, a lot of booths, a lot of information, but we're just really excited overall about all of the work that we're doing, and we're looking forward to sharing all of this with everybody else.
All right, one last plug in case anybody wants to go ahead and check out the website so they can see all the events lined up. Where should they go?
They should go to www.pacific.edu/blackhistory.
Perfect. Randall, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Appreciate it.